All right. Hello, hello. Muffins is in call with us. Hopefully he could figure it out. But in the meantime, I'm Sarge. Happy to be here. This is 007 from Russia with Love on the PlayStation Portable. I'm playing on PSP through a PSTV. I'm not actually here holding a PSP. Now I can't do that, but that setup's terrible. Um so time we'll just get right into the run. uh so time is going to begin when I select level 1, difficulty 1. So if we're all good to go on your end, we can begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So we're playing those three options, those were all difficulties. We are playing on the I almost said on ensign. Basically, we're playing on the easiest difficulty. And immediately right out the door, you're gonna notice Bond is a tank. He can just run through everything. And we're gonna immediately hit the hardest room in the game. This room is absolutely terrible. Um, we are getting some of the most insane luck I've ever seen in this room. Basically, the way aiming works in this game is you need the reticle to, you see how it's slowly like locking on to people. The more it's locked on, the more accurate your shot is going to be. And you can always land anywhere from a body shot to a headshot. But the thing is, you don't have control over that unless you enter a aiming mode we'll see later, which I guess is called Bond mode or Bond aiming. I don't actually know what it's called. But the important thing is when we get really nice headshots, it takes guys out in a single shot. If we don't, as you saw there, it takes up to 3 shots. So that was a body shot into a headshot. We have no control over that. We just have to accept whatever the game gives us. Another thing you'll notice, my ammo count is in the bottom. If you've noticed, it constantly is refilling back to 7. That's actually really important in this game. This game has a really funny mechanic where if you try to interact with something like a door or a switch or something like that, uh, Bond will prioritize reloading instead of interacting with it. So we're going to shoot this button. Oh, okay. Apparently we're going to miss the button and then manually reload. So if I had come over to talk to this girl and get the roof pass without reloading my gun, Bond would have just awkwardly sat in front of her reloading her gun. And I regret to admit, it took me about 4 playthroughs of this game, maybe 3, before I realized, oh, reloading is a priority system for some reason. So that was fun to discover. All right, so we're coming out to the second half of level 1. This introduces the jetpack, also known as the not fun machine. We're going to try to get a bunch of boosts to fly as little as possible. Being a PSP game, this game has really fun controls. In order to fly the jetpack, X is down, triangle is up, circle once is right, or strafe right, square once is strafe left. I think I did directions right. And if you double tap it, you get this like dash boost thing. We want to try to do that when we can, but we don't. If we don't need to, we don't have to. Thankfully, that was actually a very solid helicopter. Helicopter does not have to behave like that. He stood still a lot of that fight. He let me unload into him, which was absolutely amazing. I'm very happy with that. Another thing you'll notice, well, 2 things you'll notice, because this level is honestly just the big run, so I can explain 2 things. You'll notice that that cutscene was a lot longer than the first one. The game has a really fun feature where the last cutscene watched can be skipped almost immediately, which is why the first cutscene was able to be skipped instantly. During setup, I watched it to uh, do testing, but it also gave me the added advantage of saving a couple seconds. The other thing you'll notice is I'm in Japanese. Now, you might be here going, oh, he's in Japanese. Obviously, Japanese is the fastest version of the game, right? No, not quite. Actually, I just got a PB on Japanese when I was testing all 3 versions, and I went, yep, this is the version for me, and now I play on the Japanese version. I don't think it's faster. I don't think it saves time. The only, like, timing thing I'm aware of is emulator saves, I think, 8 to 12 seconds, depending on how you're counting loads. Which for PSP emulation is actually pretty solid if you guys are aware of the state of PPS's PP. They don't really focus on accuracy. They care more about accessibility. Oh, unfortunately, I punched him. But, you know, for a 12-second time gain on emulator, it's great. I heard something. Someone... Nope. Uh, oh, is that a Muffins? Hey, what up, Muffins? Welcome. Alright. This is... Well, I'm glad you could make it. Hopefully, whatever issue that was will never happen again. But... Alright, so we're coming into the end of this section of the level. We are going to do our first weapon swap here. The way weapon swaps work is I basically use the D-pad to just select something, but if I ever accidentally hit the D-pad, the whole game will just freeze, which is really... Oh, there's a guy behind me. Just really annoying. That was a absolutely horrible fight outside the mansion.
Yeah, this fight specifically can be a pretty annoying since they come in, what is it, like 2 different waves. And
yeah, 2 waves of 4.
Yeah, we use this SMG, and it's sometimes a little bit annoying to time when the second wave spawns.
It seems you have an admirer. A woman is stunned.
And then you might go, oh, that's the end of the level. No, now we have to sit here for, what, 90 seconds waiting for a debriefing to get into the next area. And we actually do have to wait. We need to go through that door across from me. But if we go through that door, or if we go to that door early, GG 15 more seconds. You're just stuck here in this room forever.
And so have we.
One of the most scary things, believe it or not. But this is the other reason that Japanese is worth it. I don't have to turn subtitles on at the start to make this super quick. I'm literally just waiting for the letter Q to show up. And the moment I see Q pop up, it means I need to get ready, because the next thing he's going to say is, you have your orders, 007. And that is when the door unlocks. So you see the Q, and then the text pops up saying it's time to go. Don't talk to Secretary Boss, which is another 15 seconds of time loss, and we move on into meeting Q. Q's fun. Honest to God, I hate this section of the game. This is like teaching you new gadgets, which basically translates to, here's how you use your laser wrist watch. It's not fun. I don't like it. The watch sucks.
And we are also getting a little sneak peek right in front of us of this Q-copter that will be...
Here's something I'm particularly proud of, 007.
Yeah, the Q-copter, we saw that. That's going to be very important later. You also saw the guard, or the scientist, do a little, like, animation jump. That is how I know it is time to go. So there's some really good visual cues here. Also, this game... Oh, I got stuck on one of the many invisible walls in this game. This is a PSP game, but you might notice that it actually looks really good. The game runs at like 60 FPS on console. It's pretty insane how good looking, and honestly, like, I'm gonna say it for a Bond game, which you guys might have heard some things about Bond games. This is a very solid choice. Speaking about PSP, Muffins, would you like to explain why we're on the PSP version and not some other version?
Congratulations,
Yes,
007.
I did have to
Your
find
training
that,
is
but yes,
complete.
I'm also I've been running the same exact category PSP as well. And there are a couple main differences between the console and the PSP versions. Mainly, the first one being that there are way more clear levels in this PSP version. For example, now when we entered this gypsy camp level, I think it was like at least 2 levels in the console version of combat and stuff like this that we don't
Yeah.
do at all.
Anyone who knows the movie might be like, wait, what? How did you suddenly end up at the gypsy camp when you just went to Istanbul? Yeah, we skip a lot. Like, I think it's 2 hours of content has been cut from the PSP version of the game, basically. It's pretty crazy.
Exactly, and the other really important factor is that we can skip all the cutscenes on this PSP version, unlike in the console version.
Yeah. Also, Muffins, if I forget... Oh, God, I almost soft-locked. I was so scared. If I forget to upgrade a weapon, feel free to jump in. Just be like, upgrade that. We saw what happened during practice when I missed an upgrade. I don't want to do that again.
Sure, yes. Did you have time yet to explain of the whole upgrading setup?
No, actually. This level's pretty cut and dry if you'd like to go ahead and explain how upgrading works.
Yes, so basically, we have rounded somewhat what are the... Well, let's put it this way. The AK is definitely the most useful all-around weapon in this run. And actually, at the beginning of this level, you already saw Sarge upgrade it, and he basically destroys the truck only using the AK. So that's really the one we want to upgrade first. And then there are some couple major ones like the Silence Pistol you probably will upgrade later in the run.
Yeah.
The Sniper, we are actually entering the Sniper point as we speak. Yeah, there's this somewhat of a consistent rounding going on. Basically, every time we kill X amount of enemies, we can see that. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, Sarge, they take commentary.
Pardon?
Hold on, let me set up myself a little bit louder.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, Muffins. I'm trying to focus on the sniper section as well. I might also be able to turn Muffins up a bit on my end after this section. But anyway, yeah. What Muffins was saying was we're in the sniper section, and the whole goal of the sniper section is to protect our buddy Kareem here, who, if we don't do that, you can see his health on the top left. He will get absolutely destroyed by a couple of these enemies, so I really need to make sure he stays alive. You do see here I'm entering the Bond aiming mode I mentioned earlier, which is very, very powerful, mixed with the AK here. I could just absolutely decimate anybody with it. Alright, this should be the last guy, and then one more guy, and then I will upgrade. I will see if I can up. I said last guy, I like jumped 3 guys. Once this guy spawns, I will up Muffins personally on my end as well.
Well, just a quick test. My audio might be worse now, but is it even louder at least?
Oh, you're a lot louder, Muffins.
Too loud even. Should I turn myself down? Or, I don't know. Well, yeah, regardless. Okay.
Nice.
Did you tell anyone
Alright, cool. That works out well.
So yeah, that was Sniper Alley.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna attempt this just to show it off.
Let's
for
go.
fun.
Let's go.
We're gonna take these guys out. Now, this is the one glitch, like major glitch in the game. What's this called? Air walking? Air crawling?
Yeah, technically,
I don't even...
yeah, air walking, but we are basically like wall riding at the same time. At least this is the way I want to see it. Yeah.
Alright, so we got a particular lineup, and now we have to... Oh, I don't remember how to roll. Is it double triangle? It is.
Yeah, triangle.
Oh! Okay,
Yeah.
I'm still up here. I'm still up here. Oh, I fell. Dang it. All right. Well, we gave it a good faith effort.
That was worth it.
If we get that, we save about I think 7 seconds. Even accounting for setup time. So it's good if you're on like do or die pace, but I don't implement it in my runs because it's surprisingly hard to like roll around the invisible wall that's in the way there.
Yeah, I think it's even more if you like hit it like very consistently first try, but like realistically it's more like 7 seconds, yes.
Yeah.
Like a realistic attempt.
Yeah. 'Cause it's all based on like how you hold your oh my god, that's the second melee. How you hold your analog or your D. Yeah, no, it would be your analog. Ah, I'm stuck on the wall. If you hold it too fast, then Bond actually won't climb because he's moving too fast. So that is something you have to consider. Is it's very particular in how you set that up. I'm gonna go for a Bond moment because why not? Even though I don't like using the sniper in this section. And there should be one more guy. Oh no, the Bond moment's the next one. Oh, that's lame. Oh no, it's that one, and I missed it. I was so distracted. Whatever, it's fine.
This is actually, this fight in particular is pretty interesting because this is really like, in terms of casual gameplay, it's really like thought of that you want to use sniper for all of this.
Yeah.
But we actually not so long ago even, with charts, we thought about this area a little bit and realized this way, you don't have to use the sniper at all, like basically
Yeah.
if you don't want to.
Yeah, the auto lock-on system is just so good with how quickly you can take these guys out if they go into good spots that you don't have to use the sniper. The only real reason to use it would be to take this guy out a little bit quicker than you just saw, but again, as Muffin said earlier, it really can't be understated just how powerful this AK is. It is insane. It just one-shots anyone you aim at in Bond moment if you hit them well.
Also, one important thing to mention is that we basically, every time we complete a level, we also get all of the ammo back, more or less. So
Yeah,
we don't really have to worry about that aspect either.
Indeed. We have one more wave on the bottom, which I don't have a lot of ammo, so I might end up sniping here. Nah, it's fine. We'll just do it. And now we're gonna swap to the sniper. There are a couple guys here that I prefer to take out with the sniper because you can take 2 guys out in one. You actually probably could use the rocket launcher here to take these guys out. This game is pretty like fluid in how you want to route it. Like we have a rough structure, but all in all, it's pretty open to what you want to upgrade where and how you want to do it. We're gonna count to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna fire a rocket, and yeah, Kareem's immune to rockets. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did, but that's really convenient optimization you found a while ago.
Yeah, it's only really a time save if you're not that great with the sniper rifle, which I readily admit I'm not that great with the sniper rifle. If you're good with the sniper, you could just one-shot him, but yeah, Kareem's basically being held up. So it turns out you could just swap on the rocket launcher and bam, take the guy holding him out. All right, now we're in Consulate, which is the start of the not fun part of the game. The Consulate jumps, like, it jumps the difficulty up here. It's pretty insane. Please use the copter. I just blew the copter up on Bond.
Oh,
I'm
no.
amazing. It's fine. Yeah, Muffins has been in my stream a bit, so he could vouch for this. I've been doing quite a bit of like little strat finding and optimizations here. Like, for instance, what we're seeing right now is actually diagonal copter strafing. Turns out that the Bond copter, for every like, I think it's like 25 seconds of doing that like diagonal forward movement at the same time, because the copter has the same movement as the jetpack, so you can use the strafing. You save like 5 seconds over if you had just been moving forward normally. I got 2 reloads because I started shooting things. I love the reload mechanic in this game. Isn't it the best mechanic?
Yeah, it's lovely. That's the same button you have to interact with doors and stuff. And yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, it's really clear, especially on that long hallway before we blow up that whatever button or whatever. It's really clear the strafing difference there.
Yeah, it's I spent time doing things like oh my god, Vaughn. I tested that. I tested weapon speed movement. So you're gonna notice I'm gonna try to stick with one-handed weapons for a majority of this because again, I could translate this in for every like 30 seconds you have a two-handed weapon equipped. You could have saved 6 seconds, I think, if you had a one-handed weapon equipped, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that adds up over a 40-some minute run.
Yes, this would also be a good moment to mention one of the reasons why Consulate, for example, is pretty annoying level. Well, previously when we were in Sniper Alley, there was a little bit of this escorting happening with this character called Kerim, but now, especially lore and store-wise, we are helping this woman named Tatiana, or Tanya, sometimes the game pronounces her differently. But yeah, she makes this level somewhat pain in the ass, definitely.
Yeah, she's super annoying because a Kareem would move on his own, but Tanya won't move on her own. I'm out of copters. Dang it.
Oh,
Tanya
no.
won't move on her own, so we in a lot of rooms have to take out all of the guys beforehand in order to get her to move forward, which can be annoying because obviously, you know, taking the time to shoot guys, well, I don't think moving and shooting is significantly slower. That's not actually something I tested because I don't really think that's relevant. We have to move and shoot so much in this game.
Yeah.
But it's just taking the time to take guys out. If you one-shot a guy, yeah, it's fine. But if it takes you 3-4 shots, you've probably noticed a few times now, Bond has to stand there and make sure he can even hit the guy with the lock on, do all of the readjusting. I was supposed to upgrade the pistol earlier. I upgraded in Consulate, and then I used the rest of my points to upgrade the SMG. But yeah, this is an example of like Muffins here used to have world record until I think a month ago when I bopped him, and it's not so much that I was better, it's just like that's just goes to show like little micro changes on what you use, when you use it, when you upgrade what can like really save quite a bit of time. So I'm actually excited. Muffins, I believe you do plan on coming back and showing me up, right? With all the new new strat.
Well, yeah, but for real, definitely. I'm really glad that you, as you said, you managed to find many small, but many small adjustments and optimizations, and they definitely help time-wise pretty well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It unfortunately it doesn't help with the one room that really matters, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
My health is actually kind of scary here, so I'm hoping I find the health pack soon. Oh my god.
I think there's the armor on the next room. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
When you pull the lever.
There's one around the big guy. I know that. But I think I'm gonna get a checkpoint after this anyway. Does the death make you read? Oh no, I got full health. Never mind. I don't care.
Yeah, no worries. we knew.
Yeah, the game is nice where every time you like enter a new room, you just get your HP back, which is good because there are a few rooms that are very scary. Like this game doesn't pull punches even on easy. I tried doing a what's the hardest difficulty in this game? 00 agent. I tried doing a 00 agent run. Nah, I died in the very second room of the game. I was like, okay, this isn't for me. This is really hard.
Yeah, there is a reason that we don't have a category for that.
Speaking of optimizations, this is a nice little one I found recently. If it will actually work, Um,
Yeah, that's one I hadn't thought of at all. It's game like wants you to use the watch
yeah,
for those, the laser
it
watch.
it definitely implies that you're supposed to use the laser watch to break the like lock pins on the side of the vault, but it turns out the side of the vault is really weak to AK. So bam 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 bam, 4 shots you're in. These are more rooms that I do have to take every guy out. If I ignore even one guy, the best that will happen is Titania won't follow me. The worst that will happen is a guard will find her and her health can go up really, or her damage taken, I guess is more appropriate, can go really quick, as we might see in the next level, depending on how we get RNG. But yeah, that was not the best consulate, but you know what? I'm alive, and that's what matters.
Exactly. Okay,
All
now
right,
we're entering the train section.
everyone loves train. Oh,
This
that's
is
the wrong gun. Go on.
this is also interesting because we, for the longest time, at least I had this vague idea of whether you have to exactly kill everybody here or whether this is on a timer. And well, you have a better estimate on this actually, I think, right now than I do of this
Yeah.
idea.
When I was testing it, I only actually counted once. Really, look at all this body armor I'm getting. What the heck? It looks like there are, I think, 18 or 20 of these like blue Russian guys who work for Red Octopus, and then there's the one, the big guy at the start. So basically, the way sections like this work is the moment the final enemy that's needed to kill, which it was I'm just gonna say the 20th one there. Like the game just jump cuts. No niceties about it. It just cut. But anyway, we're in the second half of train station. I just took a rocket to the face, so that's cool. You might have noticed in the last level that there was a rocket guy. He was dressed just like anyone else, but he took extra health. That's just a general gimmick you're gonna see in this game. Whenever a guy comes out holding a big gun like a rocket launcher, he's always just gonna take more shots, whether he has armor or not, because this is a fun game and decided we're gonna make them hit harder and be tougher.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of fun, you found for this room quite fun
yeah.
routing, routing
I
stuff.
very much did. The name of this room is Speed. We used to kill guards in this room, and there you see that gate opened, and the game implies, hey, you could go through that gate and go down and kill. There's like 6 guys down there between you and Tanya. Instead, what we're gonna do is completely go in the back way, which apparently the devs just forgot opened. I don't know. And oh, look at Tanya's health. So this is why this strat is scary, because Tanya can die at any point during that room, and we have to get out of the room before we get a game over. Thankfully, it was okay, but yeah, that strat could be very scary, but it's a very... Are you gonna hit him? It's a very, very nice time save when it works out. Alright, so this is... who actually found this? Did you find the 4 sniper shots per turret? Was that you?
Either me or... Yeah, I think it was me.
Dude,
Yeah.
I am being lit up here. Yeah, this is something, I did look into improving this, but I don't think you really can improve this. It's just, upgrade your sniper, which in older runs you would have upgraded the sniper earlier, but now I'm upgrading it here because this is really the first time I need to use it. And it takes 4 full shots. You have a, quote, armor-piercing sniper rifle, which I'm gonna upgrade to show you. Can I get armor? Thank you. I'm getting absolutely destroyed this run. Damage. But the armor-piercing rifle can't actually aim, and it doesn't do any more damage. You also have a rocket launcher. Doesn't
Yeah.
do any more damage.
Yeah, the main gimmick with those turrets is basically they don't activate. There's three turrets, we have to destroy all of them, but they don't activate all at once, so we basically have to destroy them separately anyways.
Yep. And the actually, can you explain Red Grant? Because I actually
Mhm.
don't know the ins and outs to this fight.
So yes, it's his movement is somewhat of an RNG over here, but we can manipulate him a little bit with our own movement. But yeah, as you saw, Sarge upgraded his armor-piercing rifle, and I did quite a lot of testing for this fight specifically, and there might be some better weapon, especially when you run out of ammo. You have to, well, as you see, you have to use. Well, that was actually a pretty clean fight, I have to say.
That was very solid.
Nice. That was pretty clean. I
I'm
was just,
I'm happy.
yeah, definitely. I was just about to say that usually you end up using like an AK or something at the end of the fight, but you just managed to use the pistol, a couple pistol
Yeah,
bullets. Nice.
His HP was so low, I was able to finish him off. But I haven't had a Red Grant like that since the first time I ran this.
Yeah.
You usually don't get lucky enough to kill him like that.
That was probably both good RNG and good manipulating on your part. Combination of them both, I would say.
I have to sit down and really read or look into how you do the manipulation, because I know in your PB you actually killed Grant with the gun, I believe. So I wanna be able to do that consistently.
Yeah.
Ah, I'm stuck. I didn't even know you could get stuck on that.
This is actually, I want to mention, I believe on the console version, you barely maybe saw that there's this electric field that we are going through, but I believe in the console version you actually have to do some stuff to disarm the electric field complete, but on PSP version we can just go right through it, and you got a bond moment, nice, or something.
I did. Yeah, I found out that, can I please? I just shot myself. Can I please land? Ah, jetpacks. Dude, this thing controls terribly, trust me. Yeah, it found out if you use the jetpack, there's like a barrel or something here you can hit, and it gives you the bond moment for factory. But, the other thing on console that is worth saying is the thing we have to turn the electric gate off on PSP. However, on console, you actually, with an extremely well-timed dash, can skip everything and just go straight through it. However, one mistake and game over, you're back to the start of the level.
Oh, really? I didn't know that even. Okay.
Yeah, but that is a console exclusive thing, and again, you mess it up, it's over. This is another small optimization I found. You actually come to this barrel first while you're not under attack by every enemy and their mother in this room, and then you plant this bomb, and then you can just literally run out of this room. It saves having to worry about, you can't see it, but there's like 3 guys behind me. You can see 3 guys in front of me. There's a lot of scary gentlemen here who will be a problem, but I don't have to do it with any of them because I've already blown up the barrel.
And that works yeah, and that works especially well when you grab the body armor from the previous room. That makes it way more easier.
It's a little bit of a time loss to grab that body armor, but by this point in the game, we're really starting to get to the, if you are not careful with what you do, you will just die. You will take so much damage and die. It's crazy.
There's especially couple stuff on the literally at the end of the run, but we'll be talking about them a bit later.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take it a little safe. The last thing I want to do.
I totally understand. Yeah.
You could really see here the difference between fighting a big guy without aiming, or is it called bond aiming? That was the name I dropped, but I don't actually know if you call it bond aim or if it has a special name. But you could really see the difference between just wailing on him versus precisely aiming. Headshots in this game are actually really significant if you can get them, but it's not worth taking the time to headshot every single enemy. In fact, some enemies it's not even worth taking the time to shoot at all. Like these guys here, they look scary. They're shooting at me. This guy even has a rocket, but turns out if you run into this room, they all gone. None of them are here anymore.
Yep.
Fun little optimizations there. Another little thing I do here is I like to pre-aim at this guy. Unfortunately, I didn't get the headshot, but that makes the rest of the room a little easier because that guy is standing on an objective, and the more damage I take, the less safe it is to plant the bomb while he's there. I could choose to plant the bomb anyway. That's the whole point of this level, which, by the way, again, if you're used to the console version, they didn't just cut levels out. They cut out like whole sections of this level. I don't know if you do that, Muffins. Like,
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
there's supposed to be a section where you go outside the level to like swap to the second building. Nah, no doing any of that in PSP.
And this tank
Nice.
is actually, with the RPG, is pretty funny. The hitbox is actually way bigger than the actual model of the tank. It's actually pretty
Yeah.
generous of the hitbox.
Yep. But Bond's hitbox is also pretty ungenerous. If the tank is too close to you, you will kill yourself. You saw how much damage I took there.
Mm.
But now I believe upgrading the rocket is required there. I've always just said you upgraded it, so obviously I need to upgrade it. Have you actually tried fighting him without upgrading?
To be fair, no. But I think I've said this before. You know, we need it for the quote unquote need it. It's useful
Yeah.
for the final boss.
Yeah.
So yeah, technically haven't, but yeah.
Speaking of final boss, we're in the final level. Get him, get him, get him! Oh my! Oh, what a snipe!
Barely.
I can't believe I got that. That's 15 second. Well, it's less now, but that's like 15 seconds time save. That's crazy.
Yes, that's really what we want to. Not this guy must not get inside this room.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have to fire a Q-copter in there and blow up the window, and you know that loses way too much.
Very slow, very slow. Oh, so all we have to do now is basically get to the end of this room alive. It's really generous with, again, the bond aiming. Like, you're really gonna see just how good it is here. But again, the thing is with HP is at the end of this room, my HP is gonna come back, but my body armor isn't. And body armor is actually really important in this level. Muffins mentioned earlier how scary this run can be, and we're at the final level, which means the scary thing is coming. So we want to save as much body armor as we can. Like, we'll pick fill-ups later, but still, every little bit it's just, you don't need any more stress in this level than this level is already giving you.
Yeah, well, on the bright side, this is more or less of an auto-scroller. Of course, as you said, we have to save our armor and shoot everybody, but I would at least say this is pretty chill part of the run, and
Yeah.
it's good, yeah, at this very point.
It's nice, like, relaxed part. You can't take your hands off the controller, but you can relax your grip on the controller because you're gonna be holding it really hard later. Like right after we get out of, and unfortunate that rocket hit me, but it didn't do that much damage. Another rocket. That's so annoying. I actually don't know this, Muffins. Do you know if the amount of damage you take from things like rockets is related to where the rocket hits you or around you?
I believe so, and especially right now, this elevator thing, whatever you're standing on, there's those extra metal walls, quote unquote. I don't know if those might also affect, the radius of the explosion.
Hmm.
But yeah, I believe it does, even normally.
I wouldn't be shocked. Right, I'm gonna swap to a one-handed here because I'm actually gonna be running for long enough in this corridor that it is worth taking the time to swap to that. It's always a trade-off, but basically, if you're running more than 30 seconds with a weapon, you should probably put a one-handed weapon on. You're gonna save more time than you lost swapping. I have enough to upgrade something. Did I miss an upgrade, or do I just have the points? I think I just have the points.
Yeah, you did upgrade the rocket launcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I believe.
Oh, shield guys. Oh, never mind. What does the shield do for you, sir? we We don't understand shield guys, man. They either never die or they one shot and they're done. So you can see like the body armor I managed to save, how long it's lasting me here. And now I'm gonna absolutely decimate Big Man with 6 revolver shots, even though the revolver is not really that great a weapon. But look at that. That body armor, body armor was significant enough that I was able to get through this room without losing any HP, which is an example. That's why we wanted to save that body armor, because now we're at one of the most annoying bosses, mini boss. I don't know what you would call this.
Yeah,
but,
mini boss seems fair.
She's already hitting me with these rockets because of how this room is oriented. So, if you want to explain how this works,
Yeah,
I just want to kill her.
the ideal strat, it's pretty hard to execute, but the ideal strat is to, well, basically the moment we kill this mini boss is you would ideally fly on an area close to your left, because there's the area we actually want to land on. But that's sometimes pretty hard to manipulate, as you see here, but Sarge is managing pretty well. And by the way, this is an epic cutscene.
It is. Damn it! I habitually skipped it. I should have let it play. I'm so sorry.
No.
But basically, all you need to know is she full powered into a wall. We just get to watch that for some reason. That's even in the PS2. She just full powers into a wall. I've never seen From Russia with Love. Someone who's seen the movie might be able to explain. Yeah, no, there's actually like something that important that happens there, and that's why she does it. But in the game, nah. Jet wall. GG. Alright, I'm gonna focus on this room if you want to take this.
Yes, this is by far the scariest and one of the longest sections in the run. So first of all, there's this big rocket missile we want to plant 2 bombs on. And on this platform that Sarge is currently standing, we ideally want to kill at least most. It's not entirely required to kill everybody in this room, but for safety reasons especially, it's totally understandable to kill everybody. And there will be, I believe, 2 or 1 guys hanging there. I believe it's 2, yes, 2.
Oh my
and now Sarge will have time to plant the bomb in a minute. The first bomb,
Yep.
I mean.
I want to take him out first because you see that barricade there? That barricade does not protect you when you're planting on this bomb, so that big guy there, every shot he chooses to fire can just connect with me.
Yes, but I'm not sure if you knew that it does protect at least a little bit from the guys hanging above. At least the other guy. You know that, yeah.
It does, yeah, for sure. I meant to push triangle in front of it, but I was just in kill mode.
Okay,
anyway,
this is the scariest part.
That's not even the hard part of the room. Let's continue.
Yes. Okay, so now there's the second bomb on the lower platform, and there will be, I don't even know how much, but like dozens of enemies spawning. And here there is this really risky YOLO strat that you would ignore basically everybody if you have the armor needed for it, and just plant straight away. You will take all the damage. It's very scary, but it does save quite a bit. But also, we didn't even have shout out our Glitch Hunter Ghost. Ooh, it's pretty close.
Okay. I might die here, but the armor was fine. Alright, I was just gonna full send.
There's armor behind you, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I've already committed to this, so...
Yes, you have to commit now. Just go.
It works! I'm out!
Yes.
I'm out!
Nice.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, but I just quickly could explain that our Glitch Hunter in our community, Ghost, actually did find a similar glitchy skip way to get to that second bomb immediately. It's the same kind of trick we would do on like in the earlier part of the run, but like in Sniper Alley, it's very hard and inconsistent. It's like.
Yeah, I can actually show the Sniper Alley out, but the one in the rocket, I've tried that and I can't figure out how you're supposed to do that.
All right, Red Grant time.
Yeah, hopefully I actually destroy all the weapons. I've been in my last pre-practice runs missing one of them annoyingly, so we'll see what happens.
Yes, and be ready with the time when the cutscene starts. Time.
Yeah.
So we shoot all of our rockets to him, and that should ideally destroy.
Okay.
And now we use the sniper for the rest.
I missed 2, so I'm just gonna take them out with a pistol and then swap in. So yeah, as Muffin said, time is coming up it's usually 7 shots. So we'll see. 6. Set time. That's time. Oh,
GG.
Woo!
Let's
what
go.
a run. Thanks, Muffins, for staying up late. I know it's late for you for this. Thanks for having me, guys. I know that was a bit hectic. It's a short run and a lot's happening. So, like, if you do have questions about the run, come hang out, join up in the 007 speedrunning community. Me, Muffins, will gladly help you. Ghost will help you. There's a lot of people there. And yeah, I mean, you can find me at Sergeant Silent. It's on screen. Muffins, if you'd like to say anything.
Yes, thanks also on my part for having me, and big thanks to PlayStation Nation overall for hosting this lovely marathon. And yes, have a good one.
Indeed. Thanks so much, Britt, for putting this together. I'm super glad, and you guys have a great one.